What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody is doing well. So before we get into this install, I just want to make this clear. You're gonna need to take your whole front end of your car off, pretty much the whole front suspension. So hopefully you guys enjoy the GoPro footage and the time lapse. We're gonna begin by taking the caliper bolts off and removing the caliper and the rotors. Then we're gonna go ahead and attack the 4 bolts behind the wheel bearing, and that will allow us to remove our wheel bearing. After that, we're going to attack the bolt and nut on the chassis for the lower control arm, 1 in the front and 2 in the rear. After all of those are removed, we're going to go ahead to the upper control arm and remove the 2 bolts that holds that in place. After, we're going to remove the boot off our power steering rack, which will expose our tie rod knuckle, and you're going to want to use a crescent wrench and go lefty loosey to remove the tie rod extension. After all that, you're going to want to remove your control arm, bolts and nut, and you'll be able to remove all the assembly. As you guys can see right here, we have it all taken apart. So see, this is our arm up top, then this is our huge arm at the bottom that mounts to the chassis, the tie rod, and then just our upper knuckle. Obviously the wheel bearing, rotors, my brake cooling system, the ABS wire system harness, which I'm not going to be using, going to be deleting that. But yeah, everything is taken out, guys. It's very empty here now, a lot of room for activities. Now we got to do it to the other side, and then we'll be able to throw on that good FDF goodness. Well, that's it for both those spindles. Bye bye. Next, we can begin assembling this good old beauty right here. FDF. Let's check out this rad instruction manual. I fucking love getting detailed, organized stuff like this, especially if you know how to use SolidWorks. You know how nice this is. Very nice. I went ahead and laid out all the parts for each of the sides that we're gonna need. Show you guys a sick little montage. I don't know if I mentioned this before, I might have not have, but you're gonna need your original tie rod from the car to be able to run it. Just by looking at everything and how I laid it out, you can tell. So that section is gonna be what attaches to this part of our chassis, and then that's gonna connect to this arm right here, so that bolt's gonna go into there, and then this is what holds our coilover right there, and that part is going to go to that part of the chassis where that. Then from there, this is gonna connect to the bottom of our knuckle, and then our other bottom of our knuckle will connect to the extended billet tie rod, and then it'll connect to this, which this will connect to our tie rod spacer, which will be attached to the power steering rack, which is that guy, and our top control arm will be mounted to the top. So it's pretty simple, pretty easy, just like kind of how we took that one out. We're just gonna put everything back in here. But next, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to install this upper control arm into this area right here. This is pretty simple. As you guys can see, we have our upper control arm. It is just going to go in just like that, and you use the original factory hardware. This is in, the lower section is in. Now we're gonna go ahead and install the steering rack spacer, which would be this item. So when you take this bolt out, as you guys can see, this thing has like 2 teeth, and when you go in here, when you take this plastic thing out, which we won't need, you can see there's 2 teeth marks right here. Just like that, bam, the tie rod and the billet extension to the tie rod is on. So this is what's gonna connect to the bottom end of the knuckle with the other arm, and that, guys. Look at that angle right there. So we're at full lock right now. The bump stop is set up. Nothing is fully tightened down, but just look at that. That is insane. Ooh, full lock. God damn. By the way, your wheel hub bearing too, you have the spacer right here, which is either way sat like this. It's the same. You're gonna want to throw it onto your wheel bearing, and then you're gonna want to take the supplied hardware that came with it from FDF, which is these hex style. I think it's a 10mm, and you're gonna want to go ahead through the holes right here, and remember the spacer, wheel hub bearing, and then you're gonna screw. And you're gonna want to put thread locker on this too, and make sure you're very tight, because you don't want your wheel to. And bam, just like that, everything is on. The whole kit is complete, fully assembled. So good. And goddamn, just look at that poke. That poke is so insane. Alright, so finally we put the car on the ground, and as we already knew, this poke is so aggressive. Like, this is insane, guys. So this camera can do it justice, but just look at that. That's like just pretty much half of my tire hanging out of my car. So yeah, we got some plans for this whole section right here. This is insane. This car looks gnarly now. FDF, you guys killed it on this. This fender was needed to be taken off, so we have it now. The kit is fully on. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, guys, give it a fat thumbs up. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Be safe and keep saving.